Skip. If you don't want to get spoiled on the recent chapter, skip to the timestamp. I don't know what the fuck's on the screen, whatever that time is. What? Nami waking up in a Lego house in a Viking drip? This, that, whatever that is? Getting kidnapped by a giant? Wait, getting kidnapped by Loki, the guy that was trying to press Lola? Hey, listen, if this is an Absalom part 2, that means my guy Sanji is gonna have to get involved. First of all, Nami looks really good. Second of all, like, Sanji's also with the gang that disappeared. Listen, the generational run-up glazing Sanji is gonna come back. Guys, not to get you too excited, but superior daily uploads could be coming back. Okay, I never daily uploaded to begin with, but let's go to the video. Oh my god, another Sanji fan talking about Sanji and Conqueror's haki in the same sentence. Woohoo, time for another 8 minutes of delusion. Yo kid, listen, you're in the agenda matrix, stop chatting to me. What, you're mad that I like Sanji? You're mad that I guessed Sanji? What are you gonna do about it? So listen, I already made a video about this sort of topic in the past. I've mentioned why Sanji can have Conqueror's haki, and surprisingly, I also mentioned why he won't get Conqueror's haki, or why he doesn't need it. But you know, people have narratives they want to push on myself. They just really want to remember me as a delusional guy that thinks Sanji 100% has to get Conqueror's haki. Alright, let me stop trying to get my get back. I'm bringing up this topic again because there's an important detail that I think even a Sanji hater cannot ignore what it could imply. This detail essentially gave us the blueprint in order to predict Sanji's next power up. Before we continue guys, firstly subscribe to the channel. You might not know me, so why not get to know me? Thanks for all the recent people who subscribe, by the way, and you should be next because I will love you too. Let's go all the way back to when Sanji was unlocking Ifrit Jambe for the first time. Sanji explicitly states that if I pair my exoskeleton's protection combined with my Artemin haki training, my legs should be able to withstand flames much hotter than before. Now why is this important? It's because it basically tells us that Sanji was always capable of reaching higher flame temperatures, but his body wasn't capable of enduring the flames. But now since he's obtained a very sturdy body and with his Artemin haki, his body can now withstand blue flames. Hence why he even says his body can withstand flames much hotter than before. And also, how hot Sanji can get really has no limits, since it's implied that his heat is linked to his passion and his emotions. And he practically said himself that he's able to increase his temperature of flames because his body can now handle it. This means that Sanji is capable of getting hotter flames even now, but it all depends if his body is capable of enduring it. And I'm sure all of us are under the impression that Sanji's future power-ups are most likely going to be a flame upgrade, an increase in its fire temperature. Since that's the trend we've been following with his last 2 power-ups, and because I mean that's his whole fighting style and who he's known as. So knowing this, the question is, what will Sanji obtain in the future in order to help him reach another level of temperature with his flames? It's not about how he gets the hotter flames, because we already established that he could probably just do that. It's about what he needs to get the hotter flames so that his body can endure the hotter flames. And this is where I'm stuck at, guys. People want to get mad at me for mentioning Conqueror's haki and Sanji and say, oh, Sanji fans just want everything Zoro has and want him to be strong like Zoro. Shut the fuck up, boy. I don't think on your agenda wavelength, you fiend. Like, I don't think like you guys. Me saying Sanji's getting Conqueror's haki is not so that he can be close to Zoro. Like, stop, guys, please. But this is why I'm even bringing up the conversation of Conqueror's haki. I don't see another way as of right now that can help Sanji reach such a high level of flames. It's all about getting his legs sturdy and strong enough, which is what Sanji's exoskeleton allowed his legs to do for Ifrit Jambe. I'm pretty sure that Sanji won't get like a second Germa awakening or something to make him more durable, because for one, he's already displayed insane levels of durability in the series. He's already low-key showing us what could be the pinnacle of durability achieved when it comes to the power of science. Of course, excluding Lunarians, but we already know that. That's a different race. And a second Germa awakening wasn't really a thing that was established with him or even his siblings. Who knows, maybe he can get a second awakening with his Germa stuff, but I think that would only be for his attribute or his power that came along with his genetic modifications, because we all know each of his siblings had their own modification and like they had a raid suit corresponding to their power. And it kind of hasn't been confirmed what Sanji's was. We just know that his raid suit was invisibility, and there's no confirmation that the fire that he uses is from his genetic modification. So, but even if that does happen, it's not going to equate to his legs being stronger, I think. So regardless, I can't see Sanji getting more toughness from another Germa awakening or some shit like that to make his body stronger to withstand more heat. One might think that it's as simple as Sanji just needs to get his legs stronger via training or even just stronger Artemin haki, and that should be enough to get hotter flames in the future. Well, for one, it took Sanji to awaken into his Germa genes plus his Artemin haki to achieve Ifrit Janbei. Just Artemin haki alone, even if it's at a good level, wouldn't make sense since he needed a whole awakening plus Artemin haki for weaker flames than the ones we assume he unlocks in the future. So if he needed that whole Germa awakening, which is a pretty massive buff, plus Artemin haki to get blue flames, there's no way just Artemin haki is enough to get a higher temperature of flames like black flames or some shit. Because it already took more than that to get Ifrit Janbei. And as for Sanji just needing to train to get stronger in order to withstand more heat, I still don't think that's a solution that Oda would go with based on where we're at in the story. Because I don't think we're going to get like a training arc or any of that or a time skip again. Even if we did, we know that Sanji had 2 years to train with Diable Janbei and unlock Artemin haki, and he even strengthened his body tremendously. That time period didn't make him strong enough to withstand Ifrit Janbei. He couldn't unlock Ifrit Janbei in those 2 years. So if he couldn't do it with those 2 years of training, I doubt he will get it training in the future. The only way I could see Sanji's body being able to withstand hotter flames as of right now is if he strengthens his leg with Conqueror's haki coating. This is the strongest manifestation of haki and outright portrayed to be the strongest ability in the series right now. If you infuse it into your body, you are automatically making your attacks or whatever you coat just significantly stronger. Sanji unlocking Conqueror's haki and using it as coating in a future fight or something can allow him to manifest hotter flames. This can give Sanji the boost in strength in his legs to withstand the heat to unlock that next level. Think about it like this. Sanji will essentially be unlocking a temperature of flames never seen before. I don't even think people have seen blue flames before. Maybe they did, like Ryuma was doing some crazy shit. Caesar had some blue flames, but people know this is some science shit. They didn't see a person rocking blue flames on their body because they're like that. We haven't even seen this shit from the Flame Emperor. This shit will somehow be hotter than blue flames that has plasma or whatever you call this lightning. To reach those heights, the power up Sanji has to obtain should be very drastic for it to make sense that his body can withstand that level of heat. Think about it again. If Oda made those prerequisites to unlock Ifrit Janbei, why wouldn't he do that for a stronger version of flames? And why wouldn't he make those prerequisites way more drastic? Like, hey, you needed to do this for Ifrit Janbei. Now your body needs to be able to use Conqueror's haki for these level of flames because they're so hot or they're such a high level. Yeah, so Oda is gonna make Sanji's legs stronger somehow so that it doesn't look goofy that he can just use a higher temperature. Or else he would have done that in Wano to begin with, because if Sanji just pops off new flames without really like having a drastic power up or a drastic reason why he's able to do that, is that gonna really make sense? He would have just done that in Wano, but he wants this shit to make sense. I can't tell you how he will be able to use Conqueror's haki coating. You can't just use that, right? Like, you have to know some type of like concept of flowing your haki, but like it can be possible based on if he gets Artemin haki training in the future. Basically, the application of coating yourself or your weapon with haki is learned from the principle of flowing your haki, as Luffy learned in Wano and that Zoro already knows, the concept of flow, which is why Luffy got a flashback of Hyogoro telling him to let the haki flow into your fist, right before he used Advanced Conqueror's haki, which logically helped him in regulating and flowing his Conqueror's haki to use against Kaido. If Sanji gets some Artemin haki training and learn the concept of flowing your haki, aka getting at least the first level of Advanced Artemin haki, then this could be a way that Oda can make it make sense that he will be able to learn coding in like an intense fight where his haki blooms or some shit. This could also come full circle and create black flames, by the way, since Conqueror's haki is mainly portrayed as black lightning streaks. Combine that into the flames and it could be an explanation for achieving black flames. Then Sanji would actually be representing his epithet, Black Leg Sanji, to its fullest, and that was Oda's plan from the beginning. So yeah guys, I'm gonna ask you, how do you think Sanji will obtain his next flame power up? I'm open to any other interpretation. I'm not saying this is the only way, this is the only way I can think of. So do you think Oda will just make some Mickey Mouse moment where he just unlocks it because he's mad or some shit? Or is he setting Sanji up with a reasonable explanation like he did for Ifrit Janbei? Let me know down below. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.